Hi, this is John. Welcome to another Lancaster Archery Supply product review. Today I'm going to review a series of products from TopHat Archery, including the TopHat Classic 3D points for traditional wooden arrows, as well as screw-in adapters for the same traditional wooden arrows. You're a traditional archer, and while there are modern advances in carbon arrows and in aluminum arrows, you still prefer the classic feel, look, sound, and especially the smell of traditional wood and cedar arrows. When shooting those arrows, there's a really great and innovative product from TopHat that allows you to install points and uninstall points in the field without heat and without glue, the mess and the problems associated with that. So I'll walk you through what all of the products are here from TopHat and tell you exactly how to use them. This is a standard 11/32 cedar shaft. We're going to install the TopHat points on this shaft. To begin the process, I always start with a TopHat thread cutting tool. With a cedar shaft, you don't necessarily need the thread cutting tool. You can directly install the points. It's going to cut the same threads as you install it, but my preference is to use the thread cutting tool. It has just a little bit more aggressive threads in it, which allows me to get a really perfect straight cut. I'm going to use the mounting tool and the thread cutting tool. I start by simply engaging the threads of the thread cutting tool to the cedar shaft itself. And we're going to take the mounting tool, slide it over the thread cutting tool, and tighten that up so we've got a good grip on our thread cutting tool. Now we simply spin the shaft and the mounting tool. And what we're doing is we're cutting threads or scoring them into the outside diameter of the shaft. You'll notice when the shaft bottoms out inside the cutting tool, you've completed cutting the threads. You can simply back that off and inspect the threads that you've now cut into your cedar shaft. At that point, the shaft has been threaded. You can once again use that mounting tool to install the points, but at this time I usually prefer to use the TopHat Pliers. I'm going to take the TopHat Classic 3D point. It's an 11/32 point. Grip that with TopHat Pliers. At this point you want to try to carefully engage those threads. We don't want to thread it. We don't want to start new threads. We want to engage the existing threads. I'm going to spin it in and spin it out a few times until I can feel that I've engaged the existing threads, and then I'm going to completely spin the shaft down into the point. I can feel that I've bottomed the shaft into the point. It's a self-aligning point. As we spin it deeper in, the point is going to self-align, so we're going to have a perfect alignment of our field points, which is why a lot of competitive traditional archers have switched to the TopHat threaded points. It's a great look. It's clean and easy with no glue, no heat needed, and no cooling process to cool down that shaft after you've heated the point. Fantastic way to shoot field points. Now your question is, how do I mount a broadhead, or how do I align a broadhead with my traditional cedar arrow? And TopHat's best answer is the screw-in point adapter. I'm going to take my same shaft, remove the Classic 3D point, point is now removed, and we're going to add the screw-in point adapter from TopHat that we can use to mount our broadheads. So in the same fashion, we're going to very carefully engage the threads in the adapter with the existing threads on the shaft, and use our pliers to completely install our adapter. I can feel I've bottomed out inside the adapter, and I'm ready to install either a broadhead or another screw-in field point. What I have is a 5/16 100 grain field point here, which easily screws in to our screw-in point adapter. That's the system from TopHat, a really interesting and exciting way to complete what are really traditional wooden arrows. It's a precision-made product from TopHat. They all come from Germany. It's a great system for easily changing between point weights or changing to the screw-in adapters to use broadheads, and something we are really excited to carry here at Lancaster Archery Supply. If you have any more questions about the TopHat series of products, call one of our customer service agents or see us at lancasterarchery.com.